Namaste student. Today we are going to discuss the question answer portion of the chapter pollution of water. Okay. First type of question is answer the following question in brief. That means the answer must be written in 2 or 3 sentences. The first question is state any two ways in which water gets contaminated. Contaminated can also be said as polluted. Okay, so you can also say instead of contaminated, polluted. So there are many ways by which water get polluted. Among this, I have taken the two ways, that is human activities like bathing, washing clothes and animals in water bodies leads to contamination of water, and the second one is many industries such as leather, petrochemical, pharmaceutical pollutes water by releasing harmful toxic chemical in water bodies and causing many diseases. Second question is give the meaning of the term water pollutants. So here we are asked what is a water pollutant. The contaminants, or you can say foreign substance that pollute water and make it unfit for use, they are called water pollutant. Examples are chemical, pathogens. Pathogens means harmful bacteria. Now algae, bloom, sewage, heavy metals. Suspended matter means those matter which are visible through our naked eye, okay, which are floating, they are known as suspended matter. So these are those water pollutant that is often found in water, polluted water. Now the third question is name the two main diseases that can be caused by drinking of contaminated water. Here contaminated means polluted water. Okay, so diseases like jaundice, diarrhea can be caused by drinking this polluted or contaminated water. Now the fourth question is name two chemicals that may help in purifying of water. So the two commonly used chemical for purifying water is first is your bleaching powder, which is can be taken also in the form of chlorine tablets, and the second one is your potash alum, that is commonly known as your fitkin. So now come on to the next question, that is question number 5. Name the kind of growths in water that leads to a depletion of oxygen dissolved in it. Okay, so growth of algae and bacteria leads to depletion of oxygen dissolved in it. What is the reason? The reason behind it because algae and bacteria, they will perform a respiration, and during that respiration they will take oxygen which is dissolved in water, and by that the oxygen deficiency will be caused, and due to that the microorganisms or the aquatic animal present in that water, they will start dying. Next is define potable water. The water that is considered safe for drinking purpose is known as your pure water or potable water. Now we have another kind of question, that is answer the following questions. Here this is known as your long answer type question. Here the answer must be in a very 5 to 6 sentences. For example, 1. List the main parameter that needs to be followed before water is supplied for drinking purpose. Okay, so there are various parameters. I have out of that I have taken 4. Following parameter that need to be followed before water is supplied for drinking purposes. First, it must be colorless and odorless. Odorless means no smell. It must be free from visible suspended impurities. No visible impurities should be there. It should be tasteless. No taste will be there. It must be free from harmful microorganisms, that is pathogens, which can cause waterborne disease. So these are the characteristics of a potable water. Now next question, what write in brief one physical and one chemical method that can be used for water purification. So the first physical method that we use your boiling. This commonly used physical method to purify water in the household. In this method water need to be boiled for about 10 to 15 minutes to kill all the germs and make it drinkable. Okay, what about chemical method? Chlorination is the chemical method. This is the chemical method for purification of water. It is done by adding chlorine tablets or bleaching powder to water to kill all the germs. If chlorine is added in large quantity, it becomes poisonous. Therefore, this purification needs to be done carefully. Okay, among all this purification, this need to be done by the expert. The third, state the measures that must be taken to check water pollution by sewage. There are various ways by which pollution in water can be checked from the sewage. Among these, I have taken 3. One is sewage and industrial waste should be treated before they are disposed into the river to reduce water pollution. Okay, so there are various stages of sewage treatment. So first the water will go through that sewage treatment, then only the water will be released into the water body. Second, sewage should be treated with chlorine to kill all the germs, harmful germs present in it. Okay, before releasing into the water body, the sewage, in the last part, what happened in the sewage water, little amount of chlorine is added to kill all the harmful organisms present in that water. The third, all the suspended particle present in the sewage should be removed by sedimentation process. Sedimentation process means what happened, the sewage is allowed to settle down under the action of gravity. So what happened? All the suspended particle which is visible, they will settle at the bottom and the water become less polluting. Now the fourth question, suggest some simple method that can be done to help in conserving water. So here we are talking about the simple method that can be done even in our household. First is your avoiding wastage of water in household by using buckets and mug instead of shower for taking bath. So while taking bath, you will use bucket and mug instead of taking shower. The reason behind it, in shower you will spend lot of time. So lot of time means lot of wastage of water. Second, while brushing your teeth or washing your dishes, do not leave tap water running. Okay, so it is the common tendency that people used to keep the tap water running while brushing the teeth and washing the dishes. So you have to make the habit that while brushing or your teeth and washing the clothes, the tap must be closed. Okay, whenever required, then only it will be open. The third will be use of drip irrigation method in farming. Okay, this is the very modern method of farming where there is a water scarcity. Okay, so what happened in that, a network of pipe is laid, and after say 1 or 2 feet there is a very small opening, and that water will come in the form of minute water droplets comes out. Okay, and that will be used for irrigation purpose. Okay, here only the problem is that the the crop must be grown in a well planned manner. Next is your harvesting of rainwater and its use for various domestic purpose like cleaning of house and watering of plants. Okay, so rainwater that cannot be used for drinking purpose, but it can be used for other purposes like cleaning of houses and watering of plant. Okay, these two required, these two process required rainwater. Okay, if you are going to use the drinking water, then it is the wastage of your drinking water.